Here we go. Audio, video, all good. In 3, 2, 1.
No offense, Batman, but I can get us there faster than your Batmobile.
That's okay, Superman. I can get more miles to the gallon this way.
The Morning Stream. Good. Real good.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for December 6th, 2023. I'm Scott Johnson with Brian Ibbett.
Hi. Hello. Welcome to the middle of your week.
It is.
We've reached the middle of your week.
Yeah, 6 days went quick. I don't like how fast December's already going. I'm trying to enjoy the holidays. I'm trying to stop and smell the roses, as it were.
Yeah.
Hard,
it's
though.
tough to do, right?
Yeah, hard.
You get super busy.
Too much going on.
Yeah.
It's our own fault. I mean, you and I both kind of run our own destiny. And, you know, the more busy we get, it's usually because it's us. Our bosses are dicks, is what I'm trying to say. We have dick bosses.
That's so true. Yeah, my dick boss keeps making me try to find this stupid Adobe Bauhaus font. That's
still on the hunt for that thing. Got to find that.
Yeah, I'm billing my customer for every hour I spend looking for this Bauhaus font to show him what a bad idea his logo is.
It would be funny if that font only exists in actual metal type pieces at like an old press or something. It's the only way you're going to get it.
Right?
Like,
old
typesetter.
Gutenberg press lead version.
Yeah, actual lead type. Oh man.
Yeah, I found a free download of it, and I open up in Fontbook, and it says this font can't be validated, and I just can't bring myself to click on the install button with I don't want to install any malware. I think people can put malware in font files, right? I would assume.
I don't know how font stuff works. Does a font file, can it deliver malicious software? I don't know. I probably can. Why wouldn't it? It's still
probably
software.
Can, right? It's like all it needs to have is a little executable in there. But
because when they say verified or whatever, what do they mean? Do they mean verify or validate that it's real, or that it's the official font or not official? Or
I think no. It's saying this font file can't be validated. Just like it, basically, it can't be sure that there's not going to be some conflict with another font.
Yeah.
There's definitely some stuff in there.
Well, good luck, man. That sounds like a trek that you're on.
Yeah.
Life trek.
I think I'm giving up on this trek, honestly.
You've had all.
It's been too long. I think I'm done.
You might be done. Well, do bill him though. That'd be good. Bill him.
I'm not going to bill him for all the time I've looked for the font. No, that's.
Put that on on an invoice that says line item 2. All the time I took looking for your damn font.
16 hours searching for the Bauhaus font that I think you used. And I don't even think they used it. If I'm having a hard time finding it, there's no way that that's the actual font they use. They probably use some sort of janky download free malware version. So
yeah, that sounds right to me. Well, good luck on that. Real quick, I had a weird dream that you were in.
Oh.
So was Randy and Dunaway. So it was a bit of a film sack party. And boy, I don't know where this came from, honestly. So here's what it was. This is simply it. In the time I was in it, though, it felt real and important and somehow crucial to everybody in it. Now it seems just absolutely ridiculous. But in this dream, there was a gigantic Xbox controller. So the reason I know it's Xbox, all the normal trappings, big bulbous thing with an X on the middle, and then you had your A and your B and your X and your Y. In the orientation that's not Nintendo. That's the only reason I knew, and they were the colors of that, and each button was one of us.
Okay.
So I was the X button, and I was all blue, but I was this X button face. You were the A button. I remember where everybody was. Dunaway was Y up top, and Randy was B.
Okay.
And we all just sat in this controller, and it just seemed so important that we were in it and that we were part of it. Yeah. Life depended on it. We had to be there. I don't remember specific details after waking up, but there was a lot of conversation between the buttons about how important things were.
Sure. Well, and whose job was more important than others? Because if you're the action button, you're getting all the attention. If you're the back button, some of the attention, right? The back button or the cancel or whatever. But then you've got like, the other two buttons. And I don't know what the configuration, I don't play Xbox too much, so I don't know what the configuration, if it's like the PlayStation where the bottom button is the one you use the most for everything, or if it's like the Nintendo Switch where it's like the right button.
No, it's
and
totally
be all please.
PlayStation and Xbox have almost the exact same use case, just different symbols.
Okay.
So
all
like
right.
when you do the circle on Xbox, it's the same as doing an X on, or sorry, circle on PlayStation, X on Xbox. Those are kind of your use buttons, generally speaking.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a world where I got to open a door, that's your button. Usually, not always.
Yeah.
A is often jump. So you were jumping a lot. That was your job.
Okay, I was jump. All right, good.
I had to
good.
use
I
a
feel
lot.
like I'm getting used there. Sure.
So I had to use things. Brian had to jump stuff. Dunaway had to pull up inventory or something like that. Because that's what you use Y for, or in PlayStation's case, the triangle. And then Randy, who would be circle or B, was always going back, just constantly going back.
Always going back. Moving Catwoman, always back.
Yeah, always back, moving Catwoman. It was crazy, dude. It was the weirdest dream, and it felt so important. I hate these because I wake up going, okay, what do I have to do? And I realize nothing. You do nothing. It's just a dumbass dream. I can't even ascribe meaning to this. There's no meaning to it.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's no card in the box that says, here's what an Xbox controller represents.
Yeah. But be glad that you are the A button. You're an important button, Brian.
Yeah, I feel like I wish this was a drawing. This is if you weren't so busy with the Santas, I'd say, please draw this. Draw the Xbox controller with the 4 film set guys.
Speaking of which, go ahead.
Yeah. It feels like if there should be anybody, it should be Bo and John, because their video game.
You'd think the gamer host guys would be the ones
and Brian Dunaway. So Dunaway, Bo, John, and you would be the right ones.
Yeah, why is it FilmSack? Why is it the FilmSack core group? I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know. Well, it's because you watch movies on your PlayStation.
That is true. I do. I have I have the latest Santa to show here. You can take a look at it as well. It's
cool.
Him just stuck in a Mario pipe. He doesn't look that worked up about it. He looks fine. Looks like he's just like, I did it again. Oh no.
His eyes are a little angry, like he's just realizing his predicament.
It's kind of a damn it kind of face. Like shit.
Yeah.
I think the curve of the hair in the middle of under his cap leads it to seem a little more annoyed than he is.
Oh, sure, his little widow's peak looking thing.
Yeah. Yep. But there he is trying to just deliver gifts to the Mushroom Kingdom, and he can't get it done. Find those at frogpants.com/Santa for all 25 days of this month. Well, until Christmas, because there are more than 25 days. All right. We got a quick email from Jeff Sire, our good pal, who wrote in and said, this is from his home in Canada, Crafton, Ontario. Scott and Brian, regarding the discussion whether or not you can see a tool bag 200 miles in orbit, he says, I live on the north shore of Lake Ontario. The lake is 53 miles wide at its widest. For 12 years, I worked at a nuclear plant. Did I say that right?
Yeah, now you did.
my whole life, I've tried to be really careful with it, because when I was a kid, I got it wrong. So I always have to think about it when I say it now. Nuclear plant in Pickering, Ontario, directly across the lake. In New York State, was a factory for some very large structure, The lake is narrower here, but it's still some more than 30 miles away. 30 years. What is wrong with me?
I don't know. You were just like
in the 12
years. Are you looking at the same words I am?
I know. In the 12 years I worked there, I only got ever a glimpse of that building a handful of times on the clearest summer days. Even with binoculars, there is no way I could ever see a tool bag over there. Maybe they had a large backyard telescope. Lies Steven Schleicher does. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, like.
I think he meant like Steven Schleicher does.
Maybe ask him, Jeff Sire. Yeah, we there was a number of feedbacks on this. I think Brian's skepticism was warranted because
I think I think they're saying, oh, you can even spot it with binoculars. Yeah, maybe, but they've got to be some like industrial grade binoculars.
Yeah, not just hey, I'm going to the Grand Canyon. Let's buy a pair of shitty ones, right? It had to be something. 200
special. Miles is a longer distance than people think. I mean, that's as far as you drive, going top speed in 3 hours. Well, not top speed, but like going on a highway, 65 to 70 miles an hour. little under 3 hours of driving gets you 200 miles.
Yeah. So even if you're looking
A
straight
little
up,
more than that, because 180. Yeah, what am I thinking?
clear,
So,
straight up in the sky, clearest of days, you need some real magnification.
you need some magnification for sure.
More than what you bought at Walmart. Okay.
And Jan Laska says it's in space and super shiny when sun hits it. Oh, I agree. But again, and maybe we're, our definition of a tool bag is is one of the guys on YouTube. No, our definition of a tool bag is something that's a lot smaller than what it is in actuality.
Right.
And
good point. Maybe it's a
yeah.
big fat tool bag, with big,
but I mean,
huge
Yana,
tools.
if you think about how long it takes, how far you go if you drive straight in one direction on a highway for 3 hours, and then look back to where you started, even with a pair of binoculars, do you think you're going to see a Home Depot tool bag? I don't think so.
I mean, you have
I mean, obviously the curvature of the earth, blah blah blah.
that
but
helps.
still.
Yeah. Which is, but that's Jeff's point. He's in a really, really tall building. That other really tall building should be within eyesight because it would jut above the curvature, but it doesn't,
Right.
or it's not enough to see it. So I get it. I think Jeff's right. I hate to say that because Jeff loves when he's right. All right, and here I am.
Oh
saying
yeah,
he's right.
Listen, I love saying when Jeff's right when he's agreeing with me. So
Yeah, it's great when he agrees. It's wonderful.
no, I don't think Claire's. You think NASA? God damn it! You think NASA's using a Home Depot tool bag?
Well, no, but that's
No,
still
but
not our point.
That's what we think about. We don't know what a NASA tool bag looks like, right? We can only go by what we know as a tool bag, and it's one of those you wrap around your waist. It carries all your tools, or something that you hold that you carry that's got like trays and stuff like that in it.
Yeah, it's in the back of your truck, ready for whatever job you're doing.
Exactly.
It could be the size of a. Okay, let's just assume it's the size. It's the size of a Chevy Silverado.
Okay, if it's that big, sure. See it in space.
Even
no
then,
doubt.
I'm not sure I'd see it with my naked eyes. I'd have to have some.
Oh, definitely
really,
not with your naked eye.
Yeah,
No, but
I'd have to have some good binoculars.
a really good pair of binoculars. Yeah.
And like Jan says, it needs to get hit by the sun pretty hard for me to get some light off of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. We got a text about crackers. Remember these?
Oh yeah. We're talking about crackers.
The saltines, the premium.
You still have? Is that the same one from yesterday?
No,
or is that just
it's another. It's just the bags laying here.
It's one in a different sleeve because you polished off the first sleeve.
I might have done that. It says here, I love saltine crackers. I can sit down in front of the TV and just munch down on some plain ass crackers. Oyster or soup crackers are da bomb when gaming. Just jam a handful in your maw when you're loading.
I love that last sentence. Just jam a handful in your maw while you're loading.
Yep.
You are loading.
Yeah. Load up,
Crackers.
baby. Load up.
Yeah, and then you get thirsty and you drink water or Mountain Dew Code Red or whatever, and the salt and the water, you gain water weight and you get bloated and real good. I hope you enjoy those oyster
it's
soup
an entire nightmare in front of you if you do too much of that. I'm not saying eat them like that for sure. Don't.
No,
do
but
that.
you know what? For whatever reason, the oyster crackers, soup crackers, sound way better to me than just the flat saltines, even though they're just a different shape. Like, oh yeah, like just reaching in and grabbing popping those in my mouth as opposed to the whole. You know what it is? It's probably partially the mess. Like when you think about eating a saltine, unless you're shoving the entire saltine in your mouth at one time, you're probably gonna end up with little saltine crumbs all over the place.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're much more
oyster crackers, more self-contained.
Yeah, and they tend to when they melt in, they kind of melt in your mouth instead of get all dry. Yeah, you're right. And if I'm given the choice, a handful of oyster crackers probably is what I would do.
Yeah.
But if if all I got is these around, I'll eat these. Well, let's find out what this guy does.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian Dunaway, before we do Tadpoolie Feud, do you like a saltine cracker? Are you a fan?
Yeah, if I'm drinking a bunch of water.
All right.
And I'm like, I'm too watered down. I need something to...
Yeah.
Team Ibit away or Dunna
Then give me
Gibbet?
the...
What
I don't know. It's hard to tell, right? Is it? Is he?
Yeah.
Ooh, Dunaway's breaking up pretty bad. Are you on Wi-Fi in a room full of Netflix?
I'm breaking up pretty
download?
bad. All right, hold on a second. Let me try something then.
All right,
hold on a second.
we're holding on a second. We got a second. Oh, that was weird noise. Let's see what's going on there. All right. Well, while he's doing that, we got to bring in a listener, and I'll see who's number 3. Oh, look. I think this might be somebody new.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure. Have we done LC Knight before? Doesn't matter. He's 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't remember if we've done him.
I don't know either. Like, we've certainly seen him in the Tadpool plenty.
Yeah, I just don't know if we've ever played before. LC Knight, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing very well, guys. Thank you for bringing me in.
Have we had you on here before? I don't remember.
I am Matthew Johnson down in Phoenix, Arizona. You've read my emails and those things.
That's right. And I've always talked about how my brother has the same name as you and all that stuff, right? We've done that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I am the one that...
The singer is Matthew Johnson? Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh. Sorry,
I am also the one that Cindy knows very well, and I've gone blind in both my eyes multiple times.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. Yes.
That's right. That means these games will you're going to probably donate these to some.
Actually, I'm not, because I had surgery 3 weeks ago, and I have sight again.
Woo!
Excellent.
That's great news. Holy crap. I love hearing that. I also love hearing Brian Dunaway's sultry voice, and he's back with a vengeance.
Oh, hi, Scott.
Oh, hi. You sound better now. Where did you change ISPs or something? What'd you do there? You sound way
Well,
better.
no, yeah, sort of. Well, I was trying. You always say I got the delay, so I found a way to get rid of the delay, but the delay then creates obviously mayhem. So
creates its own new problem.
Yeah,
sure.
new problems.
Yeah, so that I tried something and it didn't work, so we'll just try something else.
We'll take whatever you've got. Hey, Brian, but explain to these two chuckleheads what's at stake today for the game. What are we doing?
A steak, as a matter of fact, is on stake. Hey, it's time to play the Tadpoolie Feud. I've surveyed the Tadpool on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Matthew, your job is more important than ever because you are going to be working with either Scott or Brian. And if your team wins, you'll get a prize package that includes Meeple Station and Turbo Golf Racing. Is it a golf game? Is it a racing game? It's both.
Yes, it is.
It's both.
I've played that.
Both.
That's a cool game. I like it. That's good. I don't see
great.
The feud screen's not up. Is it
Let me
up?
reload.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Yep,
yeah,
good.
I had to reload.
All good in the hood.
I created it too early this morning and did
All
not
good in
refresh
your
it.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, let's get to this one. I forgot to count how many answers we had to this one, so it's up in the 450, 460 range. We asked 460 tadpoolers their answer to this question. What was your favorite childhood toy? Scott.
Transformers.
Transformers. Show me. I think you showed me a Transformer. Number two
Nice.
answer. One answer will beat it. Brian, do you want to take a stab?
Oh, see, they gotta be. I'm going with He-Man. He-Man.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Show me He-Man.
Oh, are you serious, you old bunch of farts?
Serious.
How old can you people be? Or
Wow.
too young, maybe too young. I'm not
He-Man
sure, one
number
to two.
12, by the way. It was close.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
He-Man at 12.
What'd you think about Extendo Neck I sent you there, Scott?
Oh, he's awesome. Extendo Neck is the bomb,
Yeah.
dude. Dude, every
Extendo
every terrible side character in He-Man is the best thing about He-Man. I love that
Man
crap.
E faces.
Yeah.
His faces are different.
Yeah.
He's a man
Yeah.
of many faces.
Yeah, man.
Hey, speaking of which, did you get something from me there, Dunaway?
No.
Oh.
Do y'all not have my address or something? Did you get the meat sticks? No. Did you get some for me? No.
Well, the meat sticks was
Interesting. All right.
the meat sticks was a weird thing. The guys on Core got meat sticks.
Right.
It made no sense. We never had anything
I know.
to do with those meat
Everybody but the only person on Core besides Scott. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, on Play Retro got the meat sticks.
Yeah.
I had a meat stick yesterday. It was
sticks. Yeah, they're
delicious.
good. They're
I
very
got
good.
the meat sticks right now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't have those.
You got a bad case of the meat sticks? Oh no, that's not.
I got a bad case of the meat stick.
It pisses me off because it's not something that I can like 3D print and make another one of. I'm hoping that it eventually makes its way to you. Let's see. It was sent on, well, it's probably still making its way. November 28th.
Oh, it's probably still going then.
Probably still going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff's
I hope.
weird right now. Freaking U.S. Postal
Yeah.
Service gets real sucky this time of year.
Yeah.
Big piece of shit.
Big piece of shit.
All right. Well, that means
That makes sense.
it's me and LC Knight
Yeah.
then.
You and Elsie Knight
then you
working
got it.
together.
Yep.
Oh,
You
it's
got
currently it's in Fairburn, Georgia. So it's still making its way.
it'll
to
never.
you.
Oh, it's never gonna get here. Then
Yeah, it's
that's
never
where
gonna make it through
packages go
Fairburn.
to die.
Oh man. Never forget all the Fairborn, the Georgia deaths of mail. All right, well, let's do this, Matthew Johnson, you and I, Brian, or Matthew. Let's talk about answers here. How about Well, you tell me what you're thinking. What do you like?
What about Barbie?
Oh, yeah, of course. Let's get the women in here.
How about Barbie?
And no offense to any men that like Barbie. It's fine. Whatever. Everyone
it can
loves
be played
Barbie.
with by either gender. All right, show me Barbie.
Ooh,
Number 9.
Big points. Thank
Big
you for
points.
that. Nicely
That's
done.
a good
Good
one.
points. Good job.
Toy is such a broad term.
It is. It is a big, broad term. Broads.
I'm gonna
Playing with broads.
I'm
You're gonna follow that up with Barbie.
Ryan's giving us a hint.
yeah.
No, I'm not.
Right.
I'm totally not. Broads are not in the list here.
All right, no broads. That old term. Let's go with. I feel like a Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo is what I was.
Yeah, and people would have called it a Nintendo, but really it's a
NES
toy.
or
Yeah.
NES. Sure.
Yeah. Let's say
All right.
NES or Nintendo or something.
While I'm doing this, Brian, looks like you got disconnected from the game. Refresh your screen, maybe.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
You got it in there.
Yeah, it's showing for me. It's showing you as gray.
Oh.
I don't know if it's.
Oh, it's great for me
Really?
as well.
That's I see the screen, but yeah, it even says waiting for player to chill their drink. Weird. I'm looking right at it. Oh.
All right.
Oh, it development mode. Okay, what does that mean?
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Look at
that makes me nervous. What the
no.
hell?
Oh, there we go. Now you're in.
Yeah, you're in.
Okay. All right. All right.
What was your
think
answer
that was
again? A Nintendo, right?
Nintendo.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. All right. Show me a Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
It's not a toy.
No, it's not. Matthew, what else do you think? Nobody put GoBots on here, right? That didn't happen.
Probably not. But what about the stretchy guy? That
Oh,
we
Stretch
all have?
Armstrong?
Stretch Armstrong.
All right, Stretch Armstrong. Get him in.
Armstrong.
Put him in.
All right. Show me Stretch Armstrong.
Oh, poop.
No.
All right.
trying to
All
remember
right.
if it was
All right.
even
I'm
in the list.
I'm gonna
I don't even know
I'm
if anyone
gonna,
said
I'm gonna
it.
start having to go to the Tadpool. I'm assuming these are all Facebook Tadpool questions, right?
What do you mean Facebook?
Is that where you do the surveys?
No, I do it using Google Sheets, and we post links everywhere. Discord, Twitter. All
Yeah,
over
we
the
put
place.
it everywhere.
I try to avoid all of it so I don't see anything.
Yeah, good.
But I want
good.
to talk
I
to
mean, it doesn't
Tadpool
matter
people.
because you
No
would
He-Man?
only see the question. You wouldn't see the answers.
Yeah. I'm surprised
Okay,
as you,
let's
Dunaway,
see
that
here.
there's no He-Man. I don't get it. It's weird.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
it's
I
12.
mean,
I
the
told
only-
you it was, people said it, just not very high.
Right. Or I guess I'm surprised.
I guess
it's not in the
I was
10.
gonna say Go Joe, but after No He-Man, I'm like, I don't even know you people. Go Joe. G.I. Joe.
All right.
Yeah.
You going for the greatest American hero? G.I. Joe is
No,
there?
I'm going with Star Wars.
Okay.
I changed my mind.
Oh, Kenner.
All
Giving
right.
Kenner some love.
Show me Star Wars.
Ooh.
Yeah, Star Wars
All
action figures, vehicles. Some people even just put specific ones like their little Darth Vader action figures. So I just lumped them all into one.
Good deal. That makes sense.
Mhm.
I still have my original Chewbacca that supposedly is worth some good money because I still have the gun with it. But the dog chewed its head. Now it has big old.
Oh no, probably not worth much anymore.
Nope, but I still have him. I have him under glass actually inside of a little case,
Oh,
glass
wow.
case, and his head's all mangled. And it's fine. It'll do.
I found a box of mint on card Power of the Force Star Wars figures, including the Princess Leia that looked like a bat. The Princess Leia that had the really bad face.
Oh, right. She had
All mint
vampire
on
face.
card. I'm trying to decide, do I take him? I tried taking him to like a collector shop, and he's like, yeah, your best bet's going to be taking him to like a convention and selling them at a table. It's like, I don't want to buy a $300 table to sell
Yeah.
like
yeah.
$250 worth of action figures.
Yeah, that seems
So I got to
not
figure
good.
out what I could take him again, Second and Charles, but I know I'm not going to get a whole lot for him. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys. But
eBay and stuff. They're good. They do this. For
I
us.
could do eBay. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. You
Find
know what?
one of us tadpoolers that are already going to a local convention.
Well, that could be.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not
smart.
bad. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's going versus having
No, I
a
know.
table there, right? Yeah.
If they had
Oh
a
no, you
table.
just walk around with it in your jacket and go, hey, buddy.
Like a trench coat, open it up and
yeah. Hey, buddy.
Coploon. Would you like a Coploon? How about the Death Star droid? Death Star
card.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, who's
All right,
turn?
I'm gonna go Joe.
You're gonna go Joe.
I'm gonna go Joe.
Go Joe. All right,
Joe.
Joe.
Go Joe.
Go Joe. Show Joe.
Show me Go Joe. Number 4 on the list. Very
Damn.
good.
The more you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making a little bit of a game out of this, aren't we?
Or not the more you know.
I know, but
Knowing's
I
half
can't
the battle.
figure-
That's what I meant.
I can't figure out. It makes no sense to me because I can't figure out if it's mostly answers from before my childhood or after my childhood because it's weird how these are showing up.
I agree.
Both.
I'm a little surprised by these.
It's both. My favorite characters, there's no way they're on there. But do you remember Little Pink Muscle Men?
Oh yeah, dude. I have some
yeah.
of those. I have like 5 of them.
I love
the acronym muscle.
love those
I don't
things.
even know what it stood
Yeah,
for,
acronym
but they were the
muscle.
little wrestlers.
Men using strong
Steroids.
cold
Men using steroids. There you go.
lambs. Yes, there you go. But I'm going to go with the little green army men because I'm thinking maybe I need to think more like Toy Story and go kind
Sure,
of that way.
Sure, the kids
Yeah,
from
little-
Andy's room. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Show me little army men. Oops.
Oh.
I clicked it, but I just brought the window forward. Army
All right,
men.
so that's
still
a no good starter. All right.
no good. It's a non-starter. Army men, number
Non-starter.
25 on the list. 3 people described army men as being their favorite childhood
We
toy.
need more. We need more
All right.
60s and 70s kids in the audience.
By the
I
way,
think.
Neutrino in the Tadpool said, "Did Brian say Coploon? What was that dude's name? The pointy-headed Jedi dude in the in the first
in the prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, big tall conehead guy.
Yeah, conehead guy
that
with
guy.
a great Plo
With that little
Koon. Was
weird
that
mustache.
Plo Koon. Is it Plo
Just
Koon?
as dumb. Just as dumb a name, George Lucas. Plo
No, it's
Koon,
hideous.
Plo
It's
Koon.
terrible either way. It's awful.
Yeah, I've got one of those if you want it. You know what, Neutrino? Email me your mailing address. I am sending you this Plo Koon action figure.
Nice.
And I'm not
You
kidding.
named
You're
it.
getting
You
it.
getting it.
Mint on card.
Mint on card.
Just don't send it through Georgia.
Comes with the little keychain thing that if you have the reader device, it'll play a sound that Plo Koon makes.
Real? What? Really?
What is that? What is that? Give
what,
it to us.
What sound does he make?
I don't know. It's just something. I don't know if he made any. Did he say anything in the Phantom Menace? That's what he looks like. The sound it looks like he'd make.
I want that so bad to be true.
Oh, did I describe the wrong guy? Is that Kiadi Mundi that I described?
I don't know. It's big, tall, pointy head guy.
What is? Oh, right. Plo Koon, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. They're all
I
bad.
think you're getting Kiadi Mundi.
I thought you was talking about the conehead guy, but I guess I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He has a
The
mustache.
conehead guy is the guy I have an action figure for, and I thought his name was clearly. I thought his name was Po Kloon.
Yeah.
Like he was
All
a
right.
Teletubby.
I like.
All right, I can't even remember whose turn it is.
It's ours, Matthew, because he just got buzzed. Matthew,
Scott's.
I got
That's
an
right.
idea that I can't believe we haven't said yet. I'll bet it's number 1. We should get Lego out of the way. What do you think of that?
Oh, yeah.
Good
That
one.
would certainly be good.
That's
guess.
that transcends generations. Everybody had tons of Lego, so I'm gonna say
Sure.
Lego.
All right, show me Lego.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Durr.
All
All right.
one answer on the board.
What do you think? What do you think, Matthew? What do you think?
Tonka trucks.
Oh, Tonka's
Oh
great.
yeah.
Oh man, I can tell we're.
I
the
mean,
same.
that's mostly for us older guys, but yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
I feel all right about that. Let's do Tonka.
Okay,
I was
all right.
into it.
Show me Tonka trucks.
Shit.
Oh no.
Number 28 on the list. People said it, but didn't make the top 10.
Okay. All right, Dunaway.
Well, I only seen one. More of a girl answer, Barbie. Not that you couldn't play with them. Whatever.
Sure.
But I'm not seeing a very popular amongst both sexes. It's the My Little Pony. Everybody loves the My Little Pony,
Oh,
right?
sure. My Little Pony. Da, 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 da,
Pony.
da. All right, show me.
you, can sing, you know the song.
Yeah.
I know the song. Sure, it was while I got up to refill my Lucky Charms between commercial breaks on Saturday morning cartoons. Show me My Little Pony.
Oh
my
gosh.
gosh.
Number 14. really close to making
So
the top.
too young for Tonka trucks.
Yeah.
Too old for for
Yeah.
My Little Pony.
Also,
Yeah, I think
Jesus.
male-dominated audience is my guess is why that happened.
yeah, I don't even know what to tell you guys to direction to steer. You guys are both on your
Maybe
last strike.
maybe I'm going too specific. Okay, maybe that's the problem.
All right, how about
Okay.
this, Matt?
No,
how about we go?
These are all very specific answers.
How about we go Hot Wheels? What do you think of
Yeah,
that?
Hot Wheels Matchbox.
Oh, that's a
Yep.
good one.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
That's
those
what you
little
get at
awesome little
McDonald's.
cars.
Hell yeah.
All right, show me Hot Wheels.
Okay.
Number 3.
Saving the
on the
day.
board. Yeah.
Are they saving the day or making the way or paving the way?
We're paving
What's
the way. We're paving the
Paving
way.
the way, making the way.
Making the hay.
We're making the way in the world today.
We're making our way
Takes everything they've
downtown,
got.
moving fast,
Making the way.
getting homebound. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Making the way.
All right, let's see.
Hot Wheels, saving the
Loved
day.
my Hot Wheels
No,
because
that's
we
not
had that. I had that track that I had a big freaking box of track that I inherited from my uncle when he got too old to play with them, and I would have that thing going down the stairs, around tables and chairs, and up, and it was the best. Like trying to figure out how much velocity it needed to go up the chair and then back down the other side of the chair and stuff. It was great.
Yeah, I love that crap when I was a kid.
Yeah.
How about Nerf, Matthew? What do you think of Nerf?
Oh,
yeah.
see, or nothing. I mean, it's going to be that or nothing, man.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
It became a term. Everyone uses Nerfed now. in
Right,
their
exactly.
character
What's funny
design.
is
Still have
Nerf
a
never
Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Nerf never really got nerfed. Like
No.
it's they never came out with a Nerf thing that they had to nerf because it was.
I guess
too
there
dangerous.
were some early guns that looked too real. They did have to scale
Oh,
that back.
sure, they nerfed
Yeah.
the Nerf guns. Yeah, that's true.
But other
Okay.
than that, no, they're
All right,
same as they ever were.
show me Nerf.
Oh
Amazingly Nerf. Not on the list, and I was amazed to not even see Nerf anywhere.
I'm blown
in the-
away by that.
Yeah, in the responses.
Utterly blown away. That's not on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Kelly 138, is that true? Non-expanding recreational foam. Is that really what Nerf? Is Nerf really an acronym for that?
is it really?
That's amazing.
I didn't know it was an acronym at all.
Wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
I
Jeez.
thought it just sounded cool, like Nerf.
Yeah,
I don't know. All
that's
right.
amazing.
Well,
All right,
shit.
we got 3 answers still left on the board. You can't. Oh no, you could. You could. Let's see. What do we have? 23. Yeah, you could.
You could win.
You could still win
you
this.
could.
But
Yeah.
you know what? But even if
You
no, if you got the 10 and the 7, you'd get 17 plus your 9 would be 26, and you'd win and take those prizes right out of
Let's not
Matthew's
do
hands.
that. Let's not do that.
Yeah, don't
So
do that.
I'm gonna go with Light Bright. I don't know. You people. are
Light
weird.
Bright. You can see the
It's one of my favorite
light.
toys.
Sure.
Was there a song for Light Bright? I don't
Hell
remember.
yeah.
there being a
Hell
song
yeah.
for
Oh, yeah, there
Light
totally
Bright.
was.
Wow.
There's almost
Yeah, it was
more
totally-
of a song than there is a toy for Light Bright, in my opinion.
That's right.
Yeah.
Light Bright.
Making scenes with light.
Okay. Oh yeah. Now I reckon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
Now. Okay.
Yeah.
Those things
You poke out your-
I feel like those hurt your
crazy.
feet as much as Legos, by the way. You
Oh
step
my
on a little Light
gosh.
Bright peg.
Oh, they're the worst. They're
Yeah.
the worst, yeah.
All right. Show me Light Bright.
Oh,
that
shit.
game
Butthole.
right there. Oh my gosh.
Well, we won by a lot then. Is what we
Yeah,
did.
won by a lot, and Matthew's going to get these prizes. All right, let's see what these other answers are. Number 6, Game Boy. Yeah,
I feel so stupid, Scott.
Well, I thought
That's
Brian was
good.
going to
That's
lump it
all
all
I've
into
been thinking about all
Nintendo.
week.
I thought he'd lump it all into Nintendo. That's what
no,
I
and I'll show you
I
number
did
10
too.
since that is relevant. Super
Are you
Nintendo number
kidding
10.
Me?
This is great.
Listen,
Are you kidding me?
People loved their Nintendo products.
Yeah, they
And
did.
then finally number 7, these guys just had a movie come out this year, and I guess it was really cool.
Slinky?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, duh.
Oh yeah.
Duh.
Well, I was biting all over that. I didn't figure that was going to be up there. Jeebus.
Yeah. Also on the list, Bicycle, Atari 2600, Teddy Bear, books, Cabbage Patch Kids. So a lot of people said stick.
I love how you pitied them just now, Loki. Like, oh, books.
It's more like books. Is that a toy? Not really a toy. It's something you may have loved as a kid,
You're
but
sad. You're
Yeah.
a sad childhood.
same number of people who said books also said stick. by the way. I want to point that out.
Stick. Yeah.
Big Wheel, Lincoln
Clank.
Logs. Light Bright was
so you're
number
pretty clever.
23. Didn't make the list. Nintendo 64, Micronauts. A couple people showing the Micronauts love. Polly Pocket, Yo-Yo. Something called 2XL. Is that a Transformer?
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
Cassettes. 2 people said that one. It was really interesting. American Girl dolls, BB guns, Beanie Babies, Erector sets, Micro Machines, Power Rangers, Rubik's Cube, Strawberry Shortcake,
Power Rangers, of
Voltron,
course.
and then a bunch of like single ones like Beyblade and Cobra Commander. I guess that was Joe. Colored pencils and paper. Constructs.
Well, we
Diver
know who
Dan.
the artists are.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Exactly. Etch a Sketch making a showing there. Fisher Price Firestar Rocket Spaceship. Very specific.
No memory.
Furby. Ecto One.
Who the hell?
Green Machine, that cool big wheel alternative.
Oh,
charts.
I love the Green Machine so much.
Let's see. Lionel Train Sets. A couple of people actually mentioned the Lionel Train Sets. Magic 8-Ball, somebody's favorite toy.
The people that mentioned Lionel train sets, are they in hospice now or just some sort of care home? Like,
Were
how are
they
doing?
actually allowed to play with theirs? Because my dad would never let me touch mine.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, yeah.
No, you'll
kidding.
screw it all up.
Yeah.
My diorama.
Pound Puppies, remote control cars, Sega Game Gear, $6 Million Man action figure. Slinky there's where Slinky made the cut. Speak and Spell, Spirograph, and finally the Omega Virus.
Oh, great. Did anyone bring up Play-Doh? No Play-Doh on there.
No Play-Doh. Yeah, no, it's kind of surprising too.
A little shocked by that.
Like Play-Doh or clay or anything like that. Even the Fuzzy Pumper Barbershop, you'd think would be like, all right, if you don't consider Play-Doh a toy, then at least the Fuzzy Pumper Barbershop would be the toy.
I'm really glad somebody didn't put a dead raccoon I found and a stick. That would have been bad.
Well, I mean, a lot of people said stick. Stick was fairly high. Number 18 on the list was stick. So
you don't
Stick.
want to
Highly available this year for Christmas.
they're leaning
Stick.
full into the, you kids got it better than I do, because when I was a kid, we just had a stick.
Yeah. All we had was a stick and a dead raccoon. Well done, everybody, especially you, Matthew.
Let me find-
Whoops, that's the wrong one.
Congratulations. You're a winner.
You truly are a winner today, and you're going to get these codes sent directly to you via Discord shortly, if he hasn't already.
You are.
And
Coming
you'll
to him
so
right
much.
this second.
and dude, super stoked that the surgery was successful. Is this it for you? You don't have to worry about it anymore, or what's the?
I'm a diabetic that has bad blood cells or blood vessels in my eyes, so unfortunately it could come back. It has come back before, so but it hopefully is temporary every time. So
All right.
Did you ever end up 3D printing that dice box, by the way? That
I bought a 3D printer and I managed to jack it up, so I'm waiting to get it repaired after I
Oh,
get
no.
back to work.
That sounds like me.
Happens.
I did that to the one I had briefly. Totally jacked it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Turned it into a not very good thing.
oh no.
It's a hat stand now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Perfectly workable hat
I like
stand.
making spaghetti
That's
out
right.
of mine.
Yeah, you're good at it too, by the way. That spaghetti you make. Congratulations, well done.
yeah.
We'll talk to you next time. Brian Dunaway, we're going to do a show this weekend on Friday called Play Retro, and we're going to talk about the Game Boy Color. How has it held up? We got
Yes,
an
we are.
anniversary here. What does everyone still think? These many years
25
later?
years.
Yeah, long time. I love that thing. You'll learn all about the reasons why we love them and how Brian went through serious hoops yesterday to make one work with his GameCube.
Oh, cool.
Or no,
Yes.
yeah, GameCube.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Game Boy player hooked up on the bottom of your GameCube, and you could put in your Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. And if you had the Game Boy Advance link cable, you could actually control some of the games with that.
Yeah,
It's pretty neat.
it's a weird
It's pretty
thing.
neat.
I'm glad you went through that so I didn't have to, but we'll talk all about that on Friday. Also, Film Sack this weekend. Brian Kiss Our Butts.
Yeah.
He didn't respond. I even gave him a little second there, but he didn't do anything.
Oh, just too slow. Too slow.
All right, Brian, let's see. We have time for one news story.
Okay. All right.
Here it
Okay,
comes,
you say so.
everyone. It's time for the news brought to you by.
Flimsy suckers.
Yeah, look at this. I got this bag of lollipops, no sugar.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, very good.
And they don't have any kind of binder in them. So when you take them out, they crumble all over the place. So that's
geez.
So
good.
They're good. They're just sour and they're made of real fruit, and that's great. But they just crumble.
So what you do is you open them from the bottom with scissors. You pull out the stick. You put the stick in your mouth, get it all wet, and then you jam it back into the lollipop powder like a Licka stick or whatever those things were called.
I can make little individual Licka sticks.
Individual Licka sticks.
All right, you've done it. These are vegan, Claire. You'll be excited.
Oh, that's nice. Did I tell you, by the way, did I show you that I picked up the sample pack of the Smart Sweets. Like these are the Sour Blast buddies. Oh wow, they're totally washed out on camera.
Blown out. Those are good though. I've had those.
That one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love those.
Maybe that helps.
There
we go.
Yep.
Smart Sweets.
Yeah, those are great.
Gummy worms.
They're a little more. I wish they weren't as much. They're a little pricey for how much you get.
They are. Yeah.
But that's how this health food crap goes. But I love those. Those are really good.
They're really good. So far, loving the gummy worms. I think that's what I'm going to get a big bag of.
Yeah, the worms are good.
I got the samples just to try them out and see which ones I liked.
The peach rings are also very good. They remind me of those.
Ooh, peach rings. Yeah, I think those are in there too.
Yeah.
Cool.
This story's very quick. I just wanted to make sure we did it today because we do Tadpoolie Feud on
Oh
Wednesdays.
yeah, perfect day for this.
Back in the Dawson era, Richard Dawson hosted the feud back in the 70s and stuff. Family Feud contestants allegedly were given herpes tests before they could go out there. And they did it because he famously would kiss the contestants.
He would kiss everybody on the mouth. Well, he'd kiss all the women on the mouth.
All the women on the mouth. The men he would touch wieners with. That's how
he'd go, "Hello, darling," and then he'd kiss him on the lips.
Yep. And
name something you find in your husband's pants, and then they'd think, "Oh gosh, I just don't know."
Various contestants allege that they had to take herpes tests during Dawson's time as host from 76 to 85, and again from 94 to 95. Was he doing it in 94 to 95? I don't remember that.
I knew he did it through the 80s, so it doesn't surprise me that he.
But jumped a decade.
So he must have come. Yeah, he must have come back for like special episodes or something.
Yeah. Contestant revealed that before her appearance, a Family Feud production assistant entered the dressing room with a magnifying glass and a cotton swab and said, "Okay, everybody, line up for your herpes test." The test came because both viewers and doctors were concerned. One viewer complained Richard Dawson spreads more bugs every week than flu epidemics, says the book. Oh, they're more worried about. Well, yeah, but they're worried about them having herpes, giving it to him.
Right.
But no one thinks about what he's giving people.
Also,
yeah. By the way, he died in 2012 of esophageal cancer. Now he smoked a lot.
Yeah.
So probably that's where that came from. But maybe it was from kissing a lady.
From kissing. It was like the kiss, esophageal cancer is the kissing disease.
The kissing
Scott,
disease now. That's right. Forget about mono. It's esophageal cancer now.
The new esophageal cancer is the new mono.
There's your one hot news story, everyone. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Tom Merritt will join us. We'll talk a little tech like we do on Wednesdays. That's all coming up after this. What are you playing?
Love it. Thomas Emeritus. Hey, I've got a song from a band called Gonzalez Smith. They have a brand new album called Roll Up a Song. They've got a couple of things that look like when Hammond asked you guys to make clay representations of me. That's what the album cover looks like. That's made up of a couple guys, one of whom you might know. Jay Gonzalez is the singer-songwriter from Drive-By Truckers, and cult comedy writer Pete Smith. These guys got together and put out an album mostly about girlfriends, ones that got away, ones that he can't believe didn't, and ones that he wishes had.
Wow.
That's what it says, folks. This is a song that I don't think is about a girlfriend called Gelato. Here is Gonzalez Smith.
Mega Man, you must go after him. We don't know who he is, and it's dangerous to leave him alone.
Stick your hand in the cage, and you just might lose it.
And we've returned. Who was that?
That was Gonzalez Smith, made up of comedy writer and lead singer of Drive-By Truckers. That's their brand new song, Gelato, from their new album, Roll Up a Song.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
Pull up a chair and listen to Roll Up a Song.
Roll up a song. Roll up a chair.
Roll up a chair.
Song. Roll up your ears. And then roll them back out again.
All these things are true.
We want Tom. We want Tom. We want Tom. Yay!
Yay, it's Tom. We want him, and he's here. We commanded him to be here, and he's here. Hi, Tom Merritt. How the heck are you?
Oh, I'm just peachy. How are you both?
Oh, doing all right. Making it work. Making it happen.
Making it rain.
Yeah, making it rain.
Making hay.
How's your holiday season? Do you feel festive and all that stuff?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's on a slow boil, but it's getting there.
Sure.
Put up the tree last weekend, stuff like that.
You're like us. You have a boss who overworks you and doesn't give you time off, that kind of thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although you're pretty good about it. We're taking a card from your deck this year because you're really great about the week of Christmas, of having either things pre-prepped and done, but like people are off. We're doing that here on TMS this year. And I'm very excited. Yeah.
Who's going to run the show then?
Nobody. There's no show during the week of Christmas.
Show.
You should get a chat.
We're not even gonna. Oh, chatbot would be great. Yeah, we're not even gonna let Bill and who did it that one time that we didn't do a show and Bill
Duran.
Was it
Bill
Duran
and
Jury?
And,
maybe it might have been Justin.
Was it Jury? Bill and Jury did it.
Seems like something Justin would say yes to. I can't remember.
I think so. Yeah.
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 It was a long time ago, but it's whatever. It's the holidays. It's a Christmas miracle, and of course, Tom's here again talking about what's going on in tech. Tom, what is going on in tech? I must know.
Well, the big news today is Google announcing its new large language model Gemini, and we'll talk about that plenty on DTNS today. But I thought that on the morning stream we might focus a little on the fact that Twitch is leaving South Korea.
Oh, I hadn't read this yet. That must be breaking news.
Yeah.
Leaving
South Korea. It will cease all operations in South Korea on February 27th because of prohibitively expensive networking fees.
Okay.
So that's crazy because you think about like early days of Twitch and Justin.tv and stuff, it was all StarCraft, or a lot of it was StarCraft, and huge in South Korea.
And League of Legends is huge there too.
Oh yeah, and that's still going on. Okay.
So because it's local, they have their own banks of local server farms there and stuff to help run things. Is that's where it's expensive?
Korea in 2016 started implementing something called Sending Party Network Pays, the SPNP model, which says that if you are at a sufficient traffic level, I think it's 1 million somethings, 1 million megabytes, 1 million gigabytes.
Sure.
If you're huge, right? If you're a big player sending a lot of traffic into a network, you have to compensate that network. It's a government mandated system. So if you are Twitch and you're operating in South Korea, you have to compensate SK Telecom, LGU+, all the ISPs for the amount of traffic sent to users in your network. And it has caused prices to skyrocket for lots of things. Netflix raised its prices in South Korea 13%. Now, they've been raising prices everywhere, so it might not be just because of this, but they are also fighting a lawsuit about how much they should pay. Google just doesn't pay and is sort of, saying, you want us to shut off Google? You just let us know, which I think Naver would love. But it is a bad idea to mandate this. It has increased latency. It has increased the cost of internet service. It has increased the cost of other services like Netflix. It has put a brake on startups joining, and essentially it has benefited no one but the ISPs and potentially some people in the government, I guess. And Twitch is the first big name, not the first name altogether, but the first big name, because it's Amazon backed, to say, you know what, it's just too much. We're just not going to operate in one of the biggest esports markets in the world.
Yeah. Do you think that they balk at this and walk back, not Twitch, but the organization or the fees back up and say, nope, I'm sorry, we've overdone it. Come back, Twitch. We won't charge you anything. We'll do like Google, and you just don't have to pay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they do that right away, or they probably would have come to some agreement already. It seems like both sides are pretty dug in here. This has been going on since 2016, and they doubled down in 2020 with new rules, and tried to tighten up the rules. So it does feel like the government is and the Communications Commission in Korea are digging in and saying, no, we want to do this. The other interesting thing is the EU is considering a similar law. And so everybody's looking at what happens in South Korea as a model. I think Amazon and specifically Twitch have done this because not as a negotiating tactic alone, although I think they'd like to use it that way, but because it's just true. I think they're like, it's just too expensive. We are losing money in South Korea. They've already talked about setting up a plan to move Korean Twitch streamers to other services. So they're trying to be good to the people, to the streamers. But I think it's just a balance sheet item of like, yeah, we can't afford to do it. Congratulations, Korea. You've made it too expensive to operate in your country. So we're pulling out. I don't think it's a, call my bluff. And if you don't, maybe we'll come creeping back in. It really does feel like it's just down to numbers.
That seems crazy to me. When you were there not long ago on vacation, did you feel like, did you consider storming the regulatory building?
No, I didn't. And actually, I found my service, my internet service, to be pretty good, but I wasn't doing anything particularly latency sensitive while I was there. And supposedly, it has slowed down the rollout of 5G, and that is one thing I noticed for Korea, which is usually on the cutting edge of this stuff. There were more places where I dropped down to LTE than I would have expected, and this explains why.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, you just alluded to it, but South Korea has always had this reputation of more infrastructure for high-speed internet, more broadband, way ahead of the curve in that regard, and this just feels so backtracky, so weird.
Yeah. It's interesting because one of the reasons they have such a reputation for high bandwidth availability is they passed a law that said you can't stop someone from stringing up the wires. So rather than mandate net neutrality or anything like that, they made it easy for competitors to offer service. So if you go to an apartment building in Seoul, you'll often find 4, maybe 5 sets of wires going into that apartment for the various internet companies, all fiber. They just made it easy to roll out fiber and easy to provide the service, but promoted competition that way. And that's what drove the rollouts and drove the availability and drove up the speeds. In this case, the government intervention is not having the proper effect. It is causing a reduction in service and a rise in prices. So one government intervention was calibrated the right way. This one doesn't seem to be.
Well, more on that on the Daily Tech News Show. We'll dig a little deeper. And it's my day, so I'll be on there. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I always look forward to being on the show. Tom, is there anything else happening with said show or anything else you got going on right now?
Yeah, there's all kinds of things going on every day. And as I've been telling folks, if you want my unique perspective, unfiltered on the tech news, you'll get it on Daily Tech News Show for nothing. But I also write up a more personal version of it in my Substack newsletter. So that's another option for you. And it gets a little more of my opinion into things if you're into that. So you can check that out. freetechnewsletter.com gets you one issue of that a week. But I put it out daily if you're willing to subscribe as well. So go check it out.
Go do it. It's Tom Merritt, everybody. You know him, you love him. Tom, we'll see you later this afternoon.
Thank y'all.
Bye now. Oh, I can't hang up
both of
on-
those things. I know him and love him.
Yeah, you don't need to just love him or just know him. You can do both.
No, both are great.
Yeah, both.
Great.
Both.
Yeah. Both are great.
Both are good. Wait. Did I say both?
Waned both? Waned a minute.
Oh, waned a minute. Waned.
Waned a minute.
I like waned a minute. That's pretty good.
Oh,
all right.
I thought I said waned a minute. But
oh,
right.
Well, either one's good. Both are wrong, and both are things I'd probably say. All right. We're going to bring Randy and Nicole in on this fun today. And it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Although Nicole's not online? Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Here's this.
Well, what do you recommend?
Yes, that music can only mean one thing. It's time for Recommendals. And joining us today, so far anyway, Randy Jordan. Hello, Randy.
Good morning stream. Hello, Scott. Hello, Brian.
Hello.
Happy day. Oh, happy day. It's beautiful.
Ooh, is it a happy day for you?
Yes, it is.
Are
And
you
I'm
still
just
you still have
so
some time
happy.
off, right? You're enjoying some holiday time? and
Oh
all
no
that?
no! This has been the busiest. Like the last 10 days have been the busiest I've ever had at work. But right now, I haven't gone to work yet. I'm just sitting at home, feeling great.
You and I need to have an off-air conversation about why classic is so popular. We got to talk about that. Because
I have the data.
Yeah.
I can inform that conversation.
I would love to talk to you about it. I know it's stuff we can't say publicly, but I'd love to just I have some questions. All right, I got questions. We also have Nicole on the line. Hello, Nicole. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi. How are
Thanks.
you? It's good to have you here.
Here I am.
Yeah.
Thanks. I was just spraying some sandpaper.
Oh, spraying sandpaper. Wait a minute.
Spraying sandpaper?
Yeah.
What do you spray it with?
Nothing. Never mind.
Now this sounds a little shady.
Now
What
it's
were
some
you
kinda-
really doing,
Some
Nicole?
kind of sex thing with Mark. It's fine. Whatever. Whatever.
What is that a euphemism for?
Right.
Gonna do a little spraying of the sandpaper, if you know what I mean.
Sandpaper with compressed air to get the bits off it.
I'll
Sure.
I'll bet I know what it
Whatever
is.
you want to think.
I think I know what it is. Can I guess? You don't have to tell me
No,
if I'm right.
no, it's all right.
All right. I won't guess that. I think it's a heat thing. That's going to be my guess. There's some kind of automatic sander thing. If you make it wet, then it's less abrasive.
I love non-woodworkers trying to figure
I don't work wood ever. I can tell you that.
Oh my god.
Scott Johnson,
so to speak.
Yeah.
Let's dive in. Hey, you
That
guys, check it
disappoints
out.
so many people.
We have we got a whole list of great stuff to recommend today, and Brian's going to start like he always does. Brian, what's your clip, and what do we do?
Well, it's Christmas time, and the movie I had has absolutely nothing to do with Christmas, so that doesn't matter. No, mine is a film that I talked about or alleged to earlier this week that like critics gave it really high scores, but the general public just doesn't seem to want to watch a movie that all takes place in one location. I don't understand it. But you're going to hear a 911 operator answer a call in this clip.
All right, here we go.
911, emergency operator 625. What is the address of your emergency? 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Hi, sweetie.
Sorry, you called 911.
Yes.
You need help?
Yes.
Okay, Emily. Are you at 5800 Regis Street, apartment 6?
Don't be afraid.
Have you been drinking?
No, I haven't.
Why did you call us?
I just want to talk to you.
Okay, I'm hanging
I'm
up.
just out for a drive, sweetie, okay?
Who's that?
Yes, I understand.
Is there someone with you? Emily? Does the person with know you called us?
No.
Who do they think you called?
Yes, sweetie.
Your child?
Yes.
Okay, Emily, I'm going to ask you yes or no questions, okay? You know the person you're with?
Uh-huh.
Wow. I'm all in
One of
on
those
this. I
tense.
love this kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is a film called The Guilty. It's on Netflix. That's Jake Gyllenhaal, sorry, that you're hearing right there. And he basically has to carry the film. He is a 911 operator. The only other people in the film, I mean, there are a couple of people also in the 911 center, obviously, that he interacts with. But for the most part, you're hearing these calls or these people over the phone, and he's trying to find out where this woman is and get her some help because obviously she's in a situation that she can't be open and clear about over the phone. That, by the way, was Riley Keough that you hear on the phone. You also get voice work from Ethan Hawke, Paul Dano, Peter Sarsgaard. Really, really good cast on this, but of course it's a very gripping, suspenseful drama that all just happens to take place in one single location. And what's funny is a lot of people on Rotten Tomatoes complain about that. They're like, this movie, is really suspenseful, but it only takes place in one location, and you only see one person. You ever see the people he's talking to, which sucks. It's like, no, I think that adds to the drama of it. It's a remake, which is another complaint people had a Danish film in 2018. But this is Antoine Fuqua's interpretation of that, or his remake of that Danish
I like
film.
Antoine Fuqua movies.
Who
I'm a
doesn't?
fan.
I mean,
Yeah.
Training Day, right? Replacement Killers.
They're kind of I know they sometimes get in. They're sometimes divisive. Like,
Yeah.
I really like the remake of Magnificent Seven. A lot of people didn't. It's like kind of a mix
I forgot
there.
he did that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that sort of thing, but I really like him. I mean, it seems like
Yeah.
so I misunderstood you. I thought it was the critics who didn't like it and the audience did. It's the other way around.
It's the other way
audience doesn't like
around.
it.
Yeah, critics really liked it, and you look at Rotten Tomatoes and you look at those reviews, and it's like, people who just have such a hard time with a film that takes place in one location.
Huh. Yeah, I gotta.
Fuqua's been super hit and miss though. Like you just might
Yes.
forget his misses. You know, he missed terribly with King Arthur and Tears of the Sun and Olympus Has Fallen. Like we sacked most of these movies. It's like, like the he's a perfectly good filmmaker, but he has to be working with like a great script. And I'm hopeful for this one. Sounds like a great script.
Yeah, it seems
This is a really good script, and my gosh, Jake Gyllenhaal is his character is not without his faults. Like this guy, he's got his own personal issues that he's dealing with. The guilty could just as much apply to him as it does the woman's abductor that he's talking to on the phone. He's a broken man doing this job that he really hates, and explains why he's doing this job. And so it's not just it's certainly not cut and dry, good guy, woman on the phone with a bad guy, etc. It goes way more complicated than that, and it's brilliant. It takes place in California, and so trying to figure out what's going on while there's a wildfire happening at the same time. So a lot of emergency services are tied up with that. It's a very, very good film. Again, it's called The Guilty, and you'll find it on Netflix.
Nice. I didn't know he produced. He didn't direct, but he was a producer on Bullet Train, which I finally watched.
Oh, really?
Freaking loved Bullet Train.
Yeah, that's a great. It's a fun flick.
I had a great time with that movie. I thought it was fun as hell, edgy, cool. Brad Pitt cracked me up. It was great. Totally enjoyed it.
Nice little Sandra appearance there, a little cameo at the end of the film.
Yeah, a few weird cameos. Like,
yes, that's true. Actually,
I didn't see that. Can't think of his name all of a sudden. He was the main bad guy. Anyway, I didn't see that coming. There was like a bunch of characters, and I was like, "Holy crap! What are you doing in this movie?"
Yeah, right.
All right, well, there you go. That sounds good. The Guilty, available now.
The Guilty on Netflix.
The Guilty, starring Gyllenhaal.
Hey, Nicole, let's go with you next. How do you want to set up this one? It's a very short clip, but we got it. What do you want?
I would assume everyone's seen this, but I watch it almost religiously every holiday season. It's streaming on Hulu. You'll know immediately. I have t-shirts with this clip. So there you go.
All right, here you go.
T-shirt with quote from movie. Excellent.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Oh, this
Actually,
which makes it even
sweater. They're ugly sweaters with the quote.
Perfect.
There's two of them, and you'll figure out which one's which.
Okay,
I love it. Okay,
that's exactly how it should be. Here we go.
Well, obviously something had to break the window. Something had to hit the stereo.
And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
Todd Margot, Christopher Guest's
Todd
brother.
Margot.
It's Christopher Guest's brother that plays Todd, right? Am I remembering that right?
No. It's the guy from Back to the Future.
No, I think it's
Right?
Christopher Guest's brother. Hold on.
I watch this movie every year, and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the fun thing about this movie. I've seen it so many times that almost every year I will notice just a little extra something, like just the nuances to this film. So, of course,
You're
that
right,
was
Scott.
the Neighbors.
Oh, was I right? Okay.
Yep,
I like
Nicholas
being right.
Guest.
Nicholas Guest.
Yeah. Anyway.
This is a good movie, Nicole, to watch every year. It's like you throw Elf, you throw How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original cartoon, and this one into the mix every year. Some people do Love Actually.
I always end Christmas Eve with Bad Santa every year at,
Do you really?
at the stroke of midnight. I am sitting alone in the living room watching Bad Santa.
Yeah, team Deluxa Johnson or however we do ours. I am weighted. I love that movie. So good. But so Nicole, like this one, obviously, I feel like everybody's seen it. But what is it that draws you every time? Why do you watch it every year and multiple times?
Oh, it's just ridiculously funny. Like they had it on TNT. I was in the hotel when I went up to the Mayo Clinic, and they had it running 24 hours. I'm not kidding you. I watched it at least 10 times when I was there, and I never get tired of it. For me personally, I love just. It's so easy to quote, like Grace.
Well, we haven't said the name of the movie yet. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh yeah, if that wasn't obvious.
Shitoutlook.com.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it's great.
Also, John Hughes directed this. So this is a John Hughes movie. And it kind of shows because all the other vacation movies.
He wrote it, didn't direct it, just for the clarification.
Oh, he wrote it. He wrote it. Sorry.
Yeah.
But this one hits just differently than all the other vacation movies.
Yeah,
so.
I agree. It makes it the best one. I think he's the reason. I think the cast is
probably
crazy
the
good.
best Randy Quaid.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of the only Randy Quaid I'll allow in my life. Like I will tolerate him in Independence Day, but that is really it. Like he is great in this movie, and he's just terrible all the other
I like him in
times.
Kingpin. Kingpin's all right. He has a moment or two in there.
Forgot about Kingpin.
Yeah, but other than that, you're probably right. William Hickey is one of my favorite dead actors of all time. I love that guy. I could listen to him talk all day about stupid stuff. Play his Uncle Lewis. Mae Questel as Bethany is Bethany's one of the greatest characters ever, and she's the original voice of was it Betty Boop, I think, back in the day.
He died years ago.
Yep.
The Black Thing.
I just love. There was like a 30th anniversary picture a few years ago. Like a bunch of the stars of this movie got together for a photo, and I just loved seeing like Beverly D'Angelo and Juliette Lewis and Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and they're all in this one picture. And there's the most successful person from this movie now, Johnny Galecki.
Yeah, he did all right.
That's right. I forgot he was arrested for a hot
he doesn't look like himself.
No,
it's really easy to know that's not him.
Yeah, once you get told it's him, then you're like, oh, I can totally see it. But yeah, he doesn't jump out
because he doesn't have glasses in this, right? It's yeah.
I really
I always think of him as the Big Bang Theory glasses look.
I also think Juliette Lewis as Audrey is my favorite Audrey of all the movies. I like her a lot in that.
I agree.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah. It's a great holiday movie, and I know I've had people tell me recently that movie's not as funny as everyone thinks it is. It's kind of cheap laughs and a lot of pratfalls and all that.
I will say the moment when he does the sledding, I could do without that one.
I hate that whole scene. That scene sucks.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't work that way.
Like,
all he did was butter up the dish. He wouldn't go like the Flash and create sparks and flames behind him.
Right.
It's too much.
Yeah, that was a shot down SNL skit. Yeah. that he wanted to insert in.
I could also do without him daydreaming about a supermodel by a pool. But then there are other moments.
Oh yeah,
where
I could totally not see that scene over and over again. I could,
But like, there's other moments where I'm like, he's sitting in his attic by himself, and he's put on all the old clothes that he can find because he's cold up there, and he's watching family films, and I'm just like, I'm ready to cry here. This is so touching.
Yes.
Yeah. But then the door opens and he falls.
Then he falls through the ceiling. And based on the scene before, that's not the distance between the ceiling and the
right.
Yeah. There's a bunch of little holes in it. It's not perfect, but it has heart where it needs it. I think that balances it out, and I love it. I love that movie.
There's a cutout scene that I've never seen. It's a lost scene when they're going to cut down the Christmas tree. They actually have an interaction. They're going to a Christmas tree kind of farm, and they actually have an interaction with an actor that gets cut from the movie. I've never seen this scene.
Really?
Oh, weird.
But I think so, and there's a reason why they go off looking for a tree. And that's kind of the scene that gets set up, but they cut that out. I don't know why they cut it out. But
interesting.
I think it's on the back of maybe one of the DVDs or something like that. But yeah, I've never seen the scene.
The guy that plays Clark's dad, John Randolph, I love that actor. Just wanted to put it out there. What a
I
wonderful.
love all the parents.
Yeah.
All the parents.
Parents are great. Doris Roberts, who played what's his name's mom on Everybody Loves Raymond. She's great.
Yes.
Yeah. They're all good. What a cast. Chevy
Are
Chase
you
probably a
smoking?
dick, but whatever.
No.
No. Well, there you
I love
go.
it.
Available where? Hulu.
Hulu.
All right, Randy.
Or I'm eventually TNT again. I'm sure for.
Oh yeah, TNT gets all that shit over and over.
Yeah. Right.
Randy, let's dive into yours. We got a clip. What do you want to do?
It's Hulu week, and I'm here to make the case for you to subscribe to Hulu for the holidays, because there are so many things on there for you to watch that you're not going to get anywhere else. And this one may be the best of Hulu. We're talking about it because I called my sister on her birthday, and she had just finished watching this, and she was so happy. And she's like, "Have you seen it? It makes you happy."
I like happy things. Here it is.
If someone wants to come in and they want to romanticize this town and say these positive things about this town you're so proud of and put it on the map, I'm not going to be the one to be bitter and jealous about that, just because I'd be so desperately wishing it would happen to my football club.
Our Wrexham going up this season.
I don't know how you don't root for a town like Wrexham.
See, like this is our relationship writ large. I'm telling people to f*** off, and he's saying, well, hold on a second. Now, maybe there's a different way of looking at this.
Well, no,
maybe if we can
agree
welcome more people.
I agree with your assessment too. I mean, they can right off, but I'm fascinated by how that sort of conversation happens. It's it's interesting.
It's so nice.
Too
He's
nice.
so nice. No, not nice, kind.
No.
Season 2, of the
I
show.
love those two guys.
Yeah.
Season 2 of Welcome to Wrexham seems like a miracle to me because it's so good. And after the first season, they don't deserve this much goodness. Like it doesn't make sense. Like, are there going to be 17 seasons of this show now? Like, it's just so good and it's so uplifting. And of course, like my sister said, she knew nothing about soccer. She's like, I couldn't care less about soccer. And this is my favorite thing on streaming right now.
Yeah.
And it's because of all of the stories and the people and the town and the intrigue and so on. And Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, they're the perfect people for this. You couldn't have better people to talk to a camera in a long form documentary.
So do you think they're riding the wave of Ted Lasso?
No,
Oh, for sure. No, you don't think so? I think definitely people are interested in this more because of Ted Lasso than if there wasn't the popularity of that show.
I mean, I asked my sister, I'm like, so what did you think of Ted Lasso? And she's like, well, that's different, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah, it is. It's a fictional, dramedy, right? Whereas this is a documentary about things that are really happening, like people that are really like, there's people in this documentary that are suffering, like townspeople who have real things and like they're being impacted by these two Hollywood guys. And like, it's just very different because I don't feel like Welcome to Wrexham is about soccer. Soccer is very key to the whole story.
Sure.
But it could have been, I don't know, it could have been a charter boat company in a failing town somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
But you could also make the argument that Ted Lasso is barely about soccer as well, and it's about the people that the interactions and the relationships
I
between
think they
those
even
people.
say that at the end.
Yeah, it's
Actually, they kind of do, don't they?
It's like Friday. It's like Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights was never so much about football as it was those people. It could have been, volleyball. It could have been anything really. Didn't even have to be sports. But I take your point. Like this is a more realist. I mean, documentary versus scripted. Obviously, that's a huge difference. But I still haven't seen this at all. So I
haven't
need to,
either, and I want to.
Yeah, I want to too.
So it's so heartwarming. It's perfect for the holidays. Yeah. Absolutely perfect. It comes in 30-minute chunks. Something like 14 episodes per season, something like that. You can just tear through it, put it on any time, and you get to know, you get to know random people that you would have never even really thought about, and their lives are very interesting and cool. And like I say, you have this back and forth between Hollywood or Philadelphia in Rob McElhenney's case. This guy is so Philadelphia. It's hard to believe, but
well, it's always sunny there, so he likes it there. It's always sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nicole, have you watched any of Wrexham?
I have not, but I did enjoy Ted Lasso, and that's why I was asking, because it feels like if I like Ted Lasso, I would probably like this as well.
Yeah.
My case for it is that it's heartwarming, and it's a very well constructed documentary. Like the whoever are behind the cameras and the editors and so forth of this thing, I want to see them make all the documentaries. It's so nice. Like it's like there's not a wasted moment. There's the rise and fall of emotion constantly. And somehow the second season levels up on the first. It's hard to believe.
Well, I definitely need to get around to it. I liked what the boy who cried dim woofed in the chat says. That's a big name. He says, "Hey, it's the Mint Mobile spokesman." Yeah, that's Ryan Reynolds to some people, I guess.
They actually
awesome.
like early on in the first season, they actually kind of dig into how Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds are sort of approaching this, like because one is clearly way more wealthy than the other, so they have to. They have to find a way to not ruin themselves.
Sure.
and so that the very first episode, they name all of Ryan Reynolds' businesses, and it's a lot.
Yeah, their relationship cracks me up. I think those two are really great together. So
well, and they've got a guy who was just a writer for one of their shows or whatever, that got to be like a personal assistant type for Ryan Reynolds. And that guy happens to be from Wales. And so they just put him in charge of their football operations on the ground.
Oh, wow.
And this guy is really interesting. He's like really smart and cool. And he's like he's your worst nightmare if you're in a business, right? Someone from the outside coming in and being given a lot of authority. But he actually like learns as he goes and lets people be their best selves. And like there's all sorts of things to discover in this show.
All right. Cool. It has been on my list forever. I got to finally watch the damn thing. All right, let's move on to mine. This is a quick one. This is a movie that showed up on Netflix, and this may have been recommended before. I couldn't find it in our list, so I felt safe.
I know I talked about it. I don't know if I recommend it because I saw it in theaters. So
that may have been it, because I do remember some discussion about it. I finally got around to seeing it. I'm very glad I did. Here's my clip.
Why weren't you drafted into the Vietnam War?
I went to college, sir.
How do you feel about Vietnam?
I have mixed feelings, sir.
Would you call yourself a womanizer?
No, I would not, sir.
You frequent nightclubs?
No, sir.
Do you drink?
Only on special occasions, sir.
Ever done any drugs?
Only those prescribed by my doctor, sir.
Well, that's kind of rare for a young, hip soul brother like you.
Yes, sir. But my father was in the military, and my parents, they raised me the right way.
How do you get along with people generally?
Sir, they treat me right, I treat them right. Like I said before, I was raised up the right way, so
have you ever had any negative...
What would you do if another cop called you a or worse?
Would that happen, sir?
Geez, I wonder why Scott chose that clip.
Yeah, I wonder.
I wonder what I was thinking, because
hilarious.
I absolutely love Whitlock. What's his full name? Isaiah Whitlock Jr. And I can't believe... That's the thing he's known for on the Wire, right?
Yeah.
I swear to you, Spike Lee must have just said, "Do one of those in here. Just do one."
Exactly. Yeah. That's
anyway,
hilarious.
this is 2018's BlackkKlansman, directed by Spike Lee and written by a bunch of people. It's based on a book and a real story, starring John David Washington, Adam Driver, Alec Baldwin in a very brief role, pretty brief for Isaiah Whitlock Jr. as well, but. Anyway, bunch of cool people. One guy who looks just like, where is he? I can't find him. He looks like modern day Michael Biehn, but it's not him. It's some guy that was in those Viking shows. Anyway, here's the deal. I meant to see this. It was a big Oscar buzz movie. Brian raved about it when you talked about it. people were saying this is the best thing Spike Lee's done in years, blah, blah, blah. So I was all excited to finally see it. And what I got was awesome. What I didn't expect was for it to be, Topher Grace, forgot to mention him. Although he's playing one of the worst human beings in the history of the planet. But anyway, I didn't expect it to be as fun as it was. And this is a Spike Lee thing that I think he deserves more credit for more often, which is he can talk about really serious stuff like race relations and issues in the 70s and the rise of white nationalism on the backs of it previously being tamped down some. He can talk about these very serious issues and have a good time doing it. And there are moments in this movie that made me laugh out loud. I think that John David Washington's portrayal is brilliant and funny and also serious when it needs to be. And I loved every freaking second of this movie. I really liked it a lot. And I think it deserved all the praise it got. And I also like that this is an Adam Driver role that is like way subdued and not a flashy role at all.
He really just is there to support John David Washington's character in this.
Yeah, he's great.
By the way, I love these like Oscar this Oscar nom kick that you've been on lately with this and The Whale and
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
It gives me hope that sometime you might actually get to Oscar winners.
Here's what's funny. I tend to be with very few exceptions, I tend to be a out of the hype bubble watcher. I kind of don't like things when it's all happening in the hype bubble.
I can absolutely verify that.
And I don't know what that is. My sister maybe could speak to it.
It's not just movies, but games, things like that. Like if there is a big buzz around something, it pushes you away. Like it tends to turn you off from it.
Yeah, all anyone's talking right now in MMOs is talking about the resurgence of WoW and WoW Classic. Guess what Scott's doing? He's playing Guild Wars 2. Hey, guess what? A new Marvel game's out earlier in the year. What's it called? It's called Midnight Suns. It's incredible. You should play it. Everyone should play it. Yeah. Scott put it off and now is playing it in December. Like, and I owned it then. I bought it then. It's not that I didn't want it.
No,
it's just I have this thing where I don't like the hype bubble. Just distracts me and makes me not feel like I'm fully invested just for what it is instead of what everyone thinks it is.
Is it also a little contrarianism?
Oh, totally. That's what I think I'm trying to get to that, which is I don't like going mainstream. I hate mainstream flow. I hate it.
That's an artist
even
thing.
If the herd is right about something, you still you don't want to follow the herd.
No, not necessarily. I mean,
I get it. I get it, Scott.
Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah.
Somebody may say, "Oh, well, what about Fury Road? That was pretty mainstream." Well, yeah, but it was contrarian in its own way. Like in a weird way, it was almost like this movie's here to be different than anything else that exists. And hype or not, who cares? It's that much of a shocking thing to see. So I make exceptions, but for the most part, when the hype is super heavy, I put it off. Like that's the whole Parasite thing. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The whole reason I put it off is because that hype bubble was so intense.
So much of that hype bubble probably came from me talking about how great it was and how you need to watch it. But
Can I ask you real quick about some Oscar winners? I'm curious now because a bunch of Oscar winners are kind of small. So like, did you watch Coda?
No, still haven't seen Coda. Same problem though, but I will see Coda. I want to.
Even smaller, Nomadland. Did you see that?
I did see that, but I saw it later.
He definitely watched Frances McDormand poop in a bucket.
Yeah, I needed that in my life. I had to have that.
Did you see Green Book?
No, still haven't seen Green Book. Want to?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
How about Moonlight? Did you see Moonlight?
Yes, I liked Moonlight.
I thought it was called La La Land. Wait a minute.
Oh, no, I didn't see Moonlight. I saw The Big Short was one I saw right away, and I saw...
Spotlight is the one you're thinking of.
Oh, Spotlight's what I'm thinking of, yeah. I saw that right away. So sometimes I do. It's funny, most of them are social commentary stuff that I see right away, but BlackkKlansman was a social commentary, and I don't know why I didn't see it then. I think I just felt like I need to get out of the cloud so I'm not distracted by anything but my own enjoyment. Like, I just want to be... It's hard to explain. Yeah. I don't know why.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. Just the fact that you're getting to these makes me really happy. Makes me really excited to be able to talk about these movies that that I was all excited about during their Oscar season and never got to talk with anyone but Tina about.
Yeah, and this one's awesome. So get it, watch it. It's Netflix. So we got a split today. We got Netflix and Hulu having a fight.
Hulu and Tuflix.
It's available still, I believe. I don't think they pulled it. There's always a change at the beginning of the month, and I didn't check, but I don't think they pulled it. I think it's still there. Anyway, oh yeah, it is.
I have one more question for you. Have you seen Slumdog Millionaire? Did you ever watch that?
Never. It's the only Danny Boyle movie I've never seen.
Oh wow. Okay.
And again, the hype on that thing
social
was
commentary,
and it was out of control hype though. It was so
yes, it really was
much.
Yeah.
But I saw
huge.
Sunshine the night it opened. And no one, that's not a giant hit. In fact, it lost money in theaters. But I love that movie. I love Danny Boyle movies, but for whatever reason, I put that one off, and I still haven't seen it. Same thing.
Yeah, I don't want to like make a trend out of just the movies you happen to have not seen. I don't think that's worth anybody's time. But I am interested in how you're an artist, and so you're trying to think of the new. And if a bunch of people around you are talking about a thing, that's a distraction from you thinking about something that's new and novel, right?
Kind of, yeah. I also, I prefer things that are a little more, I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm reading outside the popular,
mainstream.
yeah. I read books no one's heard of, and I think there's real gems in there. But the minute one of those takes off, I'm kind of annoyed. It's weird, right? It's weird. I don't know what that is inside of me, but it's a thing I've always done, even when I was a kid.
I feel like some Best Pictures are more safe than others. Like Argo, I'm sure you've seen Argo.
I haven't seen Argo. No.
What?
No.
Wow.
No. Argo.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then I'm wrong there too.
If you're into like genre stuff, I saw Return of the King the second it came out. Things like that, I'm always kind of in on. I'm a little pooped on Marvel movies right now in theaters anyway, but
well, guess what? you've got plenty of time to get unpooped with that.
yeah, and I'm clearly not alone the way box office receipts are going. But, but yeah, like it depends. So like Furiosa comes out next year. I am blind to any hype. I don't care. I'm going day one. I don't. I am the hype. Let's go. But that's a weird exception, and most of the time I get weird about it. So I don't know. I blame my parents. Who knows what happened there growing up. We'll let Wendy deal with it on a Thursday.
I blame my parents for my love of movies because I was restricted and I had to sneak out to see movies. And that'll get you as
there
a
was
kid,
a bit of that, yeah. My mom wouldn't let us watch RoboCop, so what did we do? We found a way to watch RoboCop. That's what you do. All right, well, there you go. These are all going to be up on quicktms.li, so you can follow along with what we watch each and every week. They're already up there, and it's been awesome hanging with you guys today. I hope you guys have a continued wonderful stretch until the great holiday season known as Christmas.
Yay!
Yay! Have a good one. We'll see you next time. All right.
Very cool.
One of these days, I'm just going to freak everybody out and watch Parasite. You're not going to know what to do with me.
I know. It'll feel like, it really will feel like the end of an era. I don't know if we can do a show after that. So maybe don't watch it. I don't know.
I don't know. We have to end everything if I watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I just want to do a quick reminder that all the Kickstarter folks at this point should have gotten their copies of Dungeon Murder. And I've had a couple of questions here and there, but for the most part, everybody's been fine with the rules and stuff. But I wanted to put it out there that if you are at all confused, if something in the rules didn't make sense, I'm building kind of a little web reference thing that's like an extended rule set that is just there to give clarity. So if you run into a problem, we go, wait a minute, if I pay out of the gold vault, what is that? Blah, blah, blah. I want to be able to put up some commonly asked things so that basically an FAQ, right? So people can get answers to these questions. So do not feel hesitant to reach out to me and ask me your questions, is all I wanted to say. So if you're somebody who got Dungeon Murder and you may have a question about a rule or two, reach out and talk to me, Discord, email, Twitter, wherever you can find me. And I'd be happy to not only answer it, but add your question and answer to the database. All right? All right. It's going to do it for us. Go to patreon.com/TMS and support your favorite morning show. There really is no better way to do it and no better time than now. Hop in there, check out all the reasons why, and there are none not to. So go sign up today for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/TMS. Brian, play us a song, will you?
Okay, I will. We mentioned it yesterday. Let's mention it now. No, it's somebody in the tadpole that we absolutely love. She's there every day. She's usually the first person that I say hello to every morning, and that is Jeannie. Jeannie wrote in and said hello to my two favorite hosts of anything. That's pretty high praise.
Jeez. Yeah.
In the era of Letterman's and Conan O'Brien's and all these other really talented folks who aren't doing shows anymore. What am I talking about? It's high praise. Last birthday, I stated my love of ska, zydeco, calypso, and Dixieland jazz and challenged you to come up with a song that was a combo, and you did. Feel free to do that again. Love, Jeannie. Aw.
Love it.
Well, let's hope I did it. This definitely has ska. This definitely has a little bit of Dixieland horns and stuff in it. So I'm hoping that this works for you. I love this song, so I'm hoping you will as well. This is a band called Streetlight Manifesto. Hammond and I did a whole episode on soundography about them. By the way, our episode all about They Might Be Giants just dropped. We listened to the entirety of the They Might Be Giants catalog, and there's a lot more than I thought there was going to be. And so if you want to learn more about Streetlight Manifesto, look up that episode. Here they are with a cover of Paul Simon's Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard from 2010's 99 Songs of a Revolution. Here's Streetlight Manifesto. Happy birthday, Jeannie.
Whoops.
Sorry.
Get more at frogpants.com.
When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wowie.
No, that was me.